So, yeah, let's just get right into it. For years, the dev philosophy was all about MVP, minimum viable product, right? If you were in the trenches before AI coding agents took over, that used to be the go-to when building apps. And here's the wild part. If you're using Claude, Codex, Cursor, whatever, these agents will default to MVP thinking unless you spell out otherwise. They see MVP in their training data. It's baked into their DNA. If you don't say anything, you get a quick, scrappy, just ship it build. But I don't know. When I went full-time solo dev, something just didn't sit right. I wanted my apps, and honestly, my AI sidekicks to build with the same vibe. I actually cared about not minimum, not just enough, but simple, lovable, complete, SLC. Okay, just real quick, I'm Daniel. I've been living in the iOS trenches for, 8 years now? I started off freelancing, working with clients, figuring out what actually works, and honestly, what just burns you out. But after Dub 25, I kind of flipped the switch and went all in on solo dev life. Since then, I've shipped over 10 of my own apps, started building in public, and right now, pretty much all my energy is going into Crafter's Lab. It isn't just another tutorial site or some AI clone farm. This is my actual home base. It's where solo devs who want to use AI like a real teammate, not like a vending machine. So, yeah, I'm keeping it short, but if you want your own solo command center and be part of the crew, that's what Crafter's Lab is for. And yeah, if you're still on Patreon, massive thanks. But heads up, everything's moving over to crafterslab.dev. Honestly, if you want to get in and lock your membership before things get busy and before I roll out real pricing, now's the best time to join for real. Come be part of the crew. So, yeah, here's the thing. MVPs, I mean, they totally made sense back in the day, like before all the AI tools landed getting to a V1. That used to be months of grinding, way too many late nights, probably a little too much caffeine, and honestly, just praying someone would beta test your half-finished prototype, you know? The whole play was just ship something, anything, even if it's basically a skeleton, and hope you get feedback fast enough to fix it before you run out of steam. That was the vibe for years. But now, I don't know, man. The world's just different. Like, look around. We're solo devs rocking SwiftUI, and you've got Claude Code, Cursor, Codex, all these agents sitting there ready to write code, refactor, even design your UI or debug your weirdest edge case. And not gonna lie, it's kind of wild. You can literally build a feature-complete, animated, honestly, pretty delightful SwiftUI app in a single weekend. If I can do it, there's someone else out there moving just as fast. And yeah, here's where it gets brutal. If you put out something half-baked, like a classic MVP that's just bare minimum, you got to know someone's going to see it, clean it up, add some actual delight, and out-launch you before you even get a shot at V2. That's the world now. Tools make copying easy, but taste and care, those are still rare. I mean, honestly, shipping MVP style today, it just sets you up for forgettable apps. It's so tempting to go, ship it fast, I'll fix it later, but you and I both know how that goes. You end up with a janky V1, a couple of meh replies from early users, and suddenly you've got this snowball of bugs that you have to go back and fix. Not gonna lie, it gets old fast. And look, fall 2025, nobody falls in love with apps that feel half done. That's not the indie game, that's the startup treadmill. So, yeah, if you want to actually stand out, you can't just play the MVP card anymore. So, yeah, here's where things really flip. SLC isn't just some catchy acronym, right? It's kind of a whole mindset. When you build SLC, simple, lovable, complete, you're not gunning for feature count, and you're definitely not just tossing something half cooked out there hoping for the best. You're building something you're actually proud to share, even if it's just one tiny thing, something where you hit that first tap and you just know, yeah, this feels nice. And look, I used to ship straight MVP style, like bare minimum, let's get it out the door. But honestly, those projects always left me kind of cold. You ever launch something and, I don't know, It just sits there. You don't want to open it again, let alone show anybody. Most of my old MVPs just fizzled. I'd look at them a week later and think, why did I even bother? But the stuff I built SLC style, that's the stuff that stuck. That's what people used. And not gonna lie, that's what I wanted to use myself. Here's the thing. I was building this QR code app and I did the MVP play, right? It scanned, it saved, you could export, but man, it felt hollow, no vibe, no soul, nothing that made you want to come back. So I just said screw it and gave it 2 extra days, polished up the share flow, added some actual style, threw in a few haptics, made the animation feel just right when you scanned a code. Suddenly it didn't just feel like a tool, it felt like a real product. No joke, even my friends who don't usually care about apps hit me up like, whoa, this actually feels good. That never happens with MVPs. SLC is honestly about doing less, but just way, way better. You don't ship more, you just ship done. There's nothing minimum about it. You just keep tweaking until it feels complete, then ship. And yeah, the wild part, you end up saving so much time later. You're not going back to patch rough edges. You're not doing this awkward apology dance with users. You're not rewriting the quick hacks the bot threw in to get a build out. You're basically already at the finish line, even if the app's small. And for solo devs, that's everything. That's how you actually survive out here. So yeah, let's talk about why SLC isn't just good for your app. It actually changes the whole vibe with your AI agents. And honestly, this is the part nobody really mentions, but it makes all the difference. Like the second you start putting SLC right there in your Claude session or your rules.md, something just shifts. No joke. The AI stops thinking you want the bare minimum and starts building the way you would if you weren't rushing. If you just say, build an MVP, Claude, Codex, cursor, they go into shortcut mode every time. You get placeholder screens, that kind of janky logic that looks fine at first but unravels. The second you touch it, missing docs, maybe a test or two if you're lucky, and just that vibe where you can tell it was rushed. You know that feeling, right? You're digging through the output and thinking, did this thing even try? But when you say build an SLC, simple, lovable, complete, no half-baked features, no quick fixes, actually make it feel done, suddenly you get way more care in the code. The agent tries to finish flows, not just leave a bunch of to-dos scattered everywhere. It asks for the details. Hey, do you want this part to animate? Or should this flow have a confirmation? Little stuff that, actually makes your app feel real, not rushed out the door. And honestly, this is how I teach my AI sidekick what matters. Every time I spin up a new PRD, every time I do a /init in Claude or a new cursor thread, I slap SLC mindset right up top. No MVPs here. We're building SLC. The result, I spend way less time cleaning up messes, way less time backtracking because the AI cut corners. And yeah, way fewer of those late night, why does this feel so janky moments. That's a win. The wildest part is how much better your feedback gets too. People know when you cared. Nobody gets excited about some prototype that's half done, right? But you put a little love in there, and suddenly you've got 10 real users who actually stick around, who give feedback you can use, who might even want to pay you. That's where momentum comes from. And let's be real, if you're building for iOS, that bar is just higher. iOS users are picky. They want those smooth animations, the clean UI, the little delightful bits that just feel right. And now that we have these AI tools, there's literally no excuse for shipping something that feels just okay, even if your app is tiny. Claude, Codex, Cursor, they can build SLC, but only if you tell them that's the game. So yeah, set the bar high, write SLC everywhere, and watch your whole workflow change. So yeah, if you're still here, honestly, you're a legend. No joke. I mean, I know I say it a lot, but sticking around for the real talk, that's rare these days. And, maybe you don't need to ship faster. Maybe it's just about shipping smarter, with care, with intention, with taste. That's SLC. It's not about perfection, and it's definitely not about grinding away forever. It's about making something that actually feels finished, not just Will it runs, ship it. You know what I mean? Something you'd show to your best friend and not cringe. That's the bar. And honestly, I'd love to hear where you're at with this whole thing. Are you still in that MVP grind? Did you try SLC and end up in the weeds? Or maybe you're somewhere in between, bouncing between just get it out and wait, does this actually feel good? Drop me a comment seriously. Tell me what you're building or just how you're thinking about it lately, especially if you're bringing AI coding agents into the mix now. That's a whole new flavor of chaos, right? But hey, if you want to keep going deeper or you just want to see what it looks like behind the scenes, come check out crafterslab.dev. And yeah, it's not just another tutorial site or AI clone farm. I'm putting everything in there, full walkthroughs, those short video breakdowns, notes from the trenches. Plus, you can just grab the zip, drop it in your project, and go. And honestly, here's the thing. It's not just about downloading files and bouncing. The real magic is in the crew. Members get to actually riff in the comments, ask follow-ups, go back and forth, and yeah, you get the full backstage pass to my Notion team spaces, the playbook, the dashboards, prompt libraries, .md files, and all the systems that make my agent workflows actually work. You know what I mean? It's like getting let in on the stuff nobody ever shares publicly, the how behind actually shipping when you're solo. And then, of course, there's the Swift and SwiftUI library. This is the stuff I really use, not just filler. The same deep dive resources I lean on to fine tune models, power up my own MCP for Claude Code or Cursor, and honestly, build tools that actually hold up when you're flying solo. The Ops Lab, that's where all the new agent workflows land first. All the Notion templates, automations, everything I'm using to keep my stack moving. So, yeah, if you want to get in before it gets crowded and prices jump, now's honestly the sweet spot. Not gonna lie, the crew's growing, but it still feels super hands-on. Would love to see you in there, swap war stories, maybe learn a thing or two from what you're building. So, yeah, don't settle for minimum. Build what you want to use, make it lovable, make it complete, and make it yours. And of course, keep building, keep tinkering, and I'll see you next time. Peace.